I'm TakiyahLouise. This is week 10 of my 75 soft. I decided to come out to the park today, even though it's raining. I got my poncho on to protect me. My arms are a little wet, but that's okay. I'm not gonna melt. And I feel like I wish I had something nice and warm waiting for me at home, like some chili or some soup. So I might have to stop by the store.
I went on over to Wendy's and I got this chili here. It still fits within my food plan of whole foods. It's beans, meat, and vegetables, so I think I'm good there. I just have to decide now which hot sauce I'm going to use, either the Louisiana or the Tapatio. The Louisiana I think I'll go with because it is my favorite, and I think it'll taste nice in the chili. So I'm going to go ahead and add some. That should be enough. And I read on the Wendy's website that this is the large size, which it doesn't really look like it to me, but that is what it is. It's 390 calories and has over 20 grams of protein, which I think is pretty good. So I'm not going to eat the crackers. I'm just going to eat the chili, and that's going to be it for lunch.
So I finished another audiobook by the author Sarah Knight, and this one is called Calm the F Down, How to Control What You Can and Accept What You Can't so you can stop freaking out and get on with your life. And this is what the cover looks like. So this is the third audiobook that I've listened to by this author, Sarah Knight. The first one I didn't care for. Well, the ideas I liked. The idea behind the book, it was called Get Your Shit Together. The idea behind it is to do the things that you need to do, get them out of the way so you can move on to do things that you want to do. I like that idea, but the topic in the book was basically about like workplace ideas, like how to send emails or how to go on a guilt-free vacation, and I didn't care about that at all. And then I listened to You Do You, which I liked, and it was about having like healthy self-esteem and self-confidence, and I like that. I like the ideas that she had in the book and the different companion stories that she told as she was going along, so I like that one. And then this one here, Calm the F Down. Yes, it's about calming down, but it's also about making decisions, taking actions, and like solving your problems and doing that instead of like freaking out or doing nothing at all. And I like the different stories that she told in this book that helped illustrate her points. And one thing about her books is she also always mentions that she has like companion guides to follow along with, or to like get more out of her books, out of her audiobooks. And so I pulled up this one, and the first idea that she has is the evolution of a freak out, and it says what if, worry, inaction, freak out, and that's what that one looks like. And then she has a problem meter, which she uses to gauge things that being highly unlikely to inevitable, 1 through 5. And then another thing in her book is, she says, worrying, things that exist in your imagination, things that exist in reality, accepting those things as reality, and then calming the F down. And then in her book, she has 4 phases of a freak out, and they are anxiety, sadness, anger, and avoidance. And on her website, she also mentions that she has a website, and on her website, I took the quiz, and the freak out face that I got was anxious. And I do know that in my life in general, I do have some anxiety concerns. And one of the things that stood out to me when I was reading through what it looks like and why it's bad, I'll just read what she says is why it's bad. She lists a bunch of symptoms about what what anxiety looks like. And then she says, one of the most toxic and insidious side effects of being anxious is overthinking. And when I read that, I was like, oh man, that's me to a T, because I am a huge overthinker. Unfortunately, I will get the idea stuck in my head and I will go round and round and round and round, just thinking about it nonstop, different scenarios, different outcomes, everything. And when she said that, it just kind of hit home. And one thing that, for me at least, I do most of my overthinking at night when I'm supposed to be going to sleep, and it's exhausting because I spend all night thinking about ideas or things that happened, or maybe things that I'm worried that might happen, or things that are going to happen, and I'm just staying up all night, and then when morning comes, I'm tired, and then I'm dragging all day, and then it just kind of goes over in another cycle of itself. But one of the things that in her book, she described a situation where she was up late at night and she couldn't get to sleep, and her husband had told her, tonight you's job is to go to sleep, tomorrow you's job is to deal with this. And that's something that kind of stuck into my mind. It's like, okay, I'm going to borrow that and see if it helps me to get control of my overthinking. Because one thing that she has, and at the end of here, it says, what can you do about it? You can focus. You need to slow your mental roll, focus on one problem at a time, one part of that problem at a time, and most important, one solution to that problem at a time. To do that, you got to stop overthinking. So that's just something that I keep in my mind now that I've listened to her book and done this quiz here. So there, I've gotten a few good ideas and tips from her books, and I look forward to, I'm waiting on the fourth book. Well, I think it was her very first book, but it would be the fourth book to me that I'm listening to. And that one is called The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving Enough. And so that would be the fourth book to me, but I think that was her very first book. And I'm looking forward to seeing the ideas that are in that to see how I can apply them to my life. I've read 3 books, I've liked 2 of them, and I'm hoping that I like that one as well. Hi, last night I discovered that I have a non-scale victory to share, and it's that this jacket that I got for 2 to 3 years ago for $20 at Costco fits a little bit loose now, whereas before it used to be extremely tight. And I turn to the side, you can see how much space I have, and then the arms themselves, they used to be much tighter, skin tight, now they're just a little bit loose. And just the coat overall is I'm almost swimming in it. When I open it up, you can see when I take it, I can kind of wrap it to make it just a little bit tighter to see how much space is in the coat. There's less me and more coat this time around. And when I zip it up, you can see that I zipped it up with ease. The zipper didn't stall at all. Before, when I used to wear this coat, when I was much heavier, I used to feel like I had fear of taking a deep breath because I thought the zipper would pop. That's how tight it was. And then the arms were hard to lift, and now they lift with ease. And I'm just happy with the overall progress that I've made in my weight loss so far. And this coat is just proof of that because of how loose it is now. And that's it for now. Remember to be a good human, and until the next video, take care.